I'm on the coast of Amlwch in Wales again. This is going to be another one of my channel updates videos. I've said previously that I was going to start visiting some castle sites when I'm making these updates videos, and that's what I'm going to do today. Today I'm going to be visiting Aberlleiniog Castle. It's a pretty obscure castle site. You've got these caves here that are being created by sea erosion. Wouldn't be a very good idea to stay in there too long. This cliffside is not very safe. As you can see, there's been a lot of erosion here. So at one point there's going to be some kind of landslide here, I'd expect. Well, the castle's not particularly far from here. It's just maybe half a mile inland. So I'll make my way there now. There's more castles per square mile in Wales than anywhere else in the world. But there's only 2 stone castles in Amlwch, Aberlleiniog and Beaumaris. I will get round to visiting Beaumaris Castle, but I thought I'd start with the more obscure castle today. If you've come across this channel for the first time, I'm a Welsh vlogger. I make famous graves videos, filming location videos and pop culture videos. But I've started making these channel updates videos from time to time. And when I do these videos, I try and visit an interesting place for you. Aberlleiniog Castle was originally a moat and bailey castle built by Norman invaders in the 1080s, so it would have been originally a timber castle. The structure that's there now is a much later build. It was built in 1640, so it's more of a fort than a castle now. It's a bit windy today, but I am going to try and get the drone up to get an aerial shot of the castle. It's got a pretty obscure history, but it's known that Gruffydd ap Cynan, king of Gwynedd, attacked the castle in 1094. He had multiple attempts at regaining control of the kingdom of Gwynedd before he was eventually successful. There's actually a drawing here of what they think the original castle would have looked like. These steps here leading up to the castle. Now, Gruffydd ap Cynan was a descendant of Rhodri the Great. Rhodri the Great is actually depicted in the 1958 film The Vikings, starring Kirk Douglas and Tony Curtis. On his mother's side, he was also descended from Brian Barrow, I believe, the High King of Ireland. When Gruffydd returned to Wales to expel the Norman invaders, he came with a small force of Viking soldiers. He was successful in taking control of the castle, and 194 Norman soldiers were killed during the attack. Okay, it's kind of hard to make out, but once I get the drone up, you'll see the layout quite clearly. It's pretty basic, really. It's just a curtain wall with some round towers on each corner. Just going around the curtain wall now. As you can see, it's much more of a fort than a castle. The medieval castle would be much taller than this. I think they still call it Aberlleiniog Castle as opposed to Aberlleiniog Fort due to the original castle. Okay, I'm inside the site now. As you can see, it's not particularly big. This tower here, I believe, is actually a Victorian folly. You can actually see some brickwork there, so it's not even part of the original fort. Every time we go in a place like this, I expect the smell of urine, but there isn't in this case. I think you'll be much more impressed by Aberlleiniog Castle when I get around to doing that one. But I kind of like these obscure sites though. After my last updates video, somebody did ask me about lesser known places in Wales that not many people know about, so that's why I chose this spot. I doubt there's not many people who come here. Some questions I had following the previous updates video. I used my mobile phone to film the last video, and somebody asked what phone I use. It's a Samsung Galaxy S23s, or is it Samsung Galaxy 23 Ultra, I'm not sure. I was also asked what my day job was. I work in an office, and that's a full-time job. When I make these updates videos, I know beforehand they're not going to get too many views, and I usually lose, not many, I lose maybe 1 or 2 subscribers with each video. But I think it's important to kind of engage more with my audience. That's why I'm making them. When I make my usual videos, I don't really talk about myself or the channel really. When I make my usual type of videos, I've been kind of lucky, because maybe I'll make a video and it won't get big views for maybe a year, and that's kind of bankrolls the new videos then. But at the moment the old videos aren't getting large views, so I've kind of reduced my output for the time being. Okay, let's get some drone footage of the castle. If you want to know what drone I use, I've got 2 today. I've got a Mavic Air 2S, I believe, and the other one is just the first Mavic Mini. I would like to get a Mavic Mini Pro at some point. I just got a 4K video on that. I've said previously that I was going to start a channel membership when I reached 20,000 subscribers. I think I'm on about 27,000 now, and I still haven't done that. But I am going to start filming some shorter videos which I'll just put on the channel membership. And I'll also probably, when I do the channel membership, I'll put on some videos that I've filmed in the past but I haven't put on YouTube for whatever reason. If you want to help me out, you'd be doing me a huge favour if you gave my videos a thumbs up early on in the videos. And I know it's boring, but if you watch the adverts that come up instead of skipping them, that helps me as well. Making my way back to the car now. Next video, or the video afterwards, is going to be about Ava Gardner, the Hollywood legend. Okay guys, we'll see you in the next video. I've actually managed to get lost. Great. Just checked my phone, I was going in the opposite direction to my car. So I'm going to have to try and find the path that I need to be on. I was kind of looking at the footage that I'd taken, and that's how I got lost. This place has got Blair Witch vibes. I would like to be here after dark. Anyway, I've got over an hour of daylight anyway, so I should be okay. Okay, I think I'm on the right path now. I've had people commenting in the videos in the past, usually people from America and Canada, saying they're worried about me getting attacked by some wildlife. But I can reassure you there's nothing there's nothing dangerous living in these woods. The wolf population in Britain died out hundreds of years ago, and probably go back over 1,000 years since there were any bears here. Okay, last lap. Okay, this is the end of the video this time. See you next time.
Beneath the shadows of this quiet town, I see you there, your feathers on the ground. Your eyes are heavy with the weight of the world. What's in a life you never could offer? Even if you never flown before, you can take a chance and try once more. Don't let your worries weigh you down, down, down. You can still take flight, although you're earthbound. Never learn to rise above these crowds, stuck in the dust of the life that you found.